Last part. Raise your hand if you don't have cookware price list. Cookware price list. Everyone got cookware price list? Kitchen price list. Choco kitchen price list.
Here, can I show it?
Raise your hand if you ever hold your piece. Kitchen price list. Got one.
Districts and branches, I need you all 100% engaged so we can get these out. Helping out.
Everyone's got kitchen price list. How about advanced rapport building / goal sharing? Advanced rapport building / goal sharing. Kitchen price, do we have extra one of these? I only have one. Only have one.
One more.
This one right here.
Tyler.
This one right here. Advanced. We got the unique couple of these. Kitchen branches. Do we have more of these? I only have one. I only have one. We pass them out. Keep your hand raised if you don't have this one that's up on the screen right now. Keep your hand raised if you don't have this. We're going to pass them out, whatever extras we have. I know. I only have one right here. Somebody just branches have extras of these. If you already have one of those, I'll take it, please. Some of you already have the Cocoa Kitchen. Take the put in your blue book. This is ready. Do we have any more of these?
Okay, real quick. We're going to stop talking and look at me. We're going to stop talking. We're going to stop looking at the pamphlets. If you already have a Cutco Kitchen pamphlet that folds out like this, most of my office has one already. Do not take one, please, and people won't get one. So if you have one, pass it on to someone else. Okay, this is just for people who don't have it, and all the extras will go. We're going to compile that over here.
All right, one last time, raise your hand if you don't have advanced rapport building and goal sharing. Okay, go around. Advanced rapport building and goal sharing. Please don't raise your hand if it's anything but advanced rapport building and goal sharing. I'll get to the other hand out later. Those are going back to you guys who are raising your hand.
One more minute. One more minute.
Are there any answers? Any answers to those? Yeah, I'm not sure if we have one. Just make sure, if you don't have one, make sure your neighbor has one. We can make copies once we get back to the office. Everyone has small, medium, large. Everyone has small, medium, large. The pictures. You need one? Managers, do we have any extra small, medium, large?
You guys are going to end up being my customers, Kate and Jeremy. So you guys are going to end up being my customers, so make sure be good
Only raise
customers.
your hand if you don't have the small, medium,
Or
large.
smart Alex.
Two in the back corner.
All extras, branches, and district. All branches and districts. Any extras? Karina's in charge. We're going to put in one spot, alternating, and then the pilot's going to take all the extras. Okay? So go to Karina. And in the meantime, I'd like to ask, let's get some feedback on what were some big takeaways Oh, by the way, we're recording this. It's going to go on YouTube. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So don't worry about it.
Okay. Future branch managers. Okay. Raise your hand. What are some key takeaways? Some light bulb moments real quick. From the first part of the meeting before I get into instruction.
Just clearing a path on like the vision you got and not letting an opportunity, fall short. Yeah, don't let an opportunity pass you by. Go ahead.
Earning your spot today.
Yeah, anyone else that was a light bulb? Okay, I need to earn my spot before it gets taken. I like this meeting. It shows you the competition. Because if you're, for example, if you're in Metro Miami, you guys only see the great things going on in the route. When you come to this meeting, you go, oh, wait a minute. I'm the only one. Okay? That's why I like the WhatsApp group, because when you drop a kitchen, oh yeah, I sold the kitchen, you'll see 4 more. Right? So it's pretty good competition. Other light bulbs? I'm just curious, Jeremy.
Save money.
Yeah, save money. The best time to put away a lot of money is when you're making a lot of money. But if you keep the habit up, you'll always have a percentage of your money. Even when you're not making the biggest, you'll always have savings. That's really important. I was just talking to Andrew. Andrew, can I share what we talked about money? So Andrew's paycheck this week is going to be between he's probably going to make $10,000 to $12,000 this week. Okay. And I was telling him, we were laughing because I got a rather large check as well, about almost 3 times the amount for 1 week. Okay. And I said, but I don't see it. I don't see it because I always put a certain percentage of my money away. Even now, after I'm not even selling Cutco as a rep, I just learned this in TLA. So I earned, let's say, really, let's use $10,000, $12,000. But he's only going to see 3 or 4 to run his business and pay his personal expenses. So that means $8,000, $9,000 just went into savings. Some people don't say that for their year, or for some couples don't say that for year, married couples. And this young man put $8,000, $9,000 away on top of the other 3, 4, 5 he just earned. So I think it's pretty cool to see that. Okay, other light bulbs? Go ahead.
The inspiration and motivation.
Okay. Good. Other light bulbs?
Power of 1 year.
Yeah, of course, Grant. 1 year later.
The grass is greener where you water it.
Yeah, the grass is greener where you water it, not anywhere else. Go over here.
Do the hard stuff.
Yeah, do hard stuff now. I agree.
The harder you work, the bigger the reward you're going to see.
Okay.
Surround yourself with amazing people.
Yeah, I agree. That's a big one. We'll do 1 or 2 more.
Inspiration is everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of inspiration. You just have to find it. Okay, one more.
You have to make sacrifices.
Yeah, it's not easy being green. No, you guys too young for that? Kermit the Frog?
Yeah.
Oh, you're too young. All right. Too young for that? You guys know? Okay. But you're not too young for chocolates. I remember. Okay. All right, districts and branches. We're good. You guys can grab a seat. Let's get engaged. Okay. So notebooks and pens. And districts and branches, we talked about being engaged as if you're taking notes so you can go back to your people and teach the same thing, okay? Any TLA next level members, districts and branches, also light bulbs are more than welcome, okay? If you're a rep here, light bulbs are more than welcome. You will not disrupt me by light bulb. In fact, I expect to see brain matter all across the hotel's wall today. Okay. All right. So a couple things, and let me make sure you guys can see this. All right. So let me walk through and just show you how the setup is of the book before we go into everything, okay? So in the front, you're gonna have orders of people that have ordered $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 or more already written up. So you can get a photocopy of these from your manager. Managers will have this. So I have a $1,500 order, I have a $2,000, I have a $3,000, a $4,000 order, and I show these to customers before I get into the presentation. Any light bulbs? Hello? No? No? Okay. To show that other people are doing it. Okay. And then here's the order. It's already in the handout, so don't worry about. Okay, so you have your fast start if you're still in your fast start. You have your SC2 push goal. Okay. You have the opportunity to win a trophy, maybe break records. Now, and Chase, can I see this one? Do you have this? Ariana, or anyone. Who has this? Kate, do you have yours? Who from Fort Lauderdale has theirs here? Okay, thanks, Rach. So we have my goals. And if you don't have this, I didn't hand this one out. Your managers can get this for you. What it is, it's your contest goals, your 4 goals for Cutco, your goal to get recommended to 1,000 or more people, and then your non-Cutco goal. And then you have a picture. So Rachel has hers a little bit more prominent. So she has, you want a picture of your school in the middle. So I put University of Miami with the big U, my little awesome handwriting. Then a picture of your friends and family, and a picture of you in school, either your high school senior portrait or just a picture of you at your college. Okay? Rachel has a little bit more prominent. So she has her family, her good friend. There's, you know what? It probably fell out. There's a picture of me here. It fall out? Okay. And then go Gators, okay, because she goes to UF. All right. Then All-American Scholarship. If you don't have a scholarship, the whole phone approach is about earning a scholarship. I get credit just for I'm trying to win but some of you don't have a scholarship brochure. That doesn't make sense. Raise your hand if you don't have a scholarship brochure. Yeah, so make sure you get one, okay? Next setup, Florida United. Actually, we have Orlando. Do you know what these are? The TLA handouts? Okay, so we're gonna hand this one out too. This is a pamphlet to promote TLA and getting customers tied in to your TLA opportunity. Then your sponsorship. Okay, this is your sponsorship. And then your Cutco presentation. Let me get these. I'm going to get these out first because some of you aren't paying attention. You're going to miss even the small things. Also, if you're missing a President's Club letter, I skipped it. After your fast start should be the President's Club letter. A lot of you have this, right? President's Club, All-American Scholarship, okay? But I want you to have actual sheets. Here's Fast Start, President's Club. Your manager can get you if you're missing that, okay? This is the one that's going out right now. Okay. I'll stop there. So write down right now what you're missing and get it from your manager. You're either missing a President's Club letter, scholarship brochure, or sponsorship. Okay. Another 10 seconds. That way you can just pay attention to me now. Okay. Everyone good? Thanks, Luke. All right, next thing. And if you're close, you can see this. What do I have? I'm going to take a look. I have a paper clip. Okay, so the book doesn't open. Okay, part of what I'm going to do, right after you cut the scissors and right after you peel with the peeler. Mrs. Jones, or Mr. Jeremy and Miss Kate, did you like those 2 products?
They're amazing.
Okay, let me show you some other accessories that a lot of people really like. Okay, and I'm going to show them the accessories, and whatever they're pumped about, I'm going to make a note, and that's what I'm going to offer for free later. Mrs. Jones, did you like the scissors? Okay, how about the peeler? Okay, Let me show you some of the accessories that a lot of people like. In fact, I'll show you how you can get some of these later for free. We have you can show the serving accessory kit, bacon serve, kitchen tools, the gadgets, which are the wine opener and the can opener, the whale. You guys know the whale? Okay, looks like a whale. Entertainment pack and the barbecue set. And whichever one they like, I'm gonna make a note in my notebook. And when I offer, Miss Josie, we have a buy now bonus. I'm not gonna offer 4 or 5 random things. I'm gonna offer what they said they already like. Light bulbs? Yes, okay. But the paper clip prevents what I think a lot of reps do, and it's fumble. Right, you ever do this? Okay, I don't fumble because it's all clipped together. Oh, you like that peeler, Miss Kate? Okay, let me show you some of our accessories. See that? Okay. Then I'm going to take the paper clip out. I also want to show you at the end of the book. Okay. So you have your homemaker. Okay, this is the end of the book. Okay. Some of you have an older version. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you have the Cutco kitchen. Okay. And how many of you have the comparison, but it's in the back? Okay, that's okay. If you're in my office, I'll give you a whole new book. Okay, David, let's mark. We need to get them these new books. Okay. Some of the new book, it's already in. You don't have to pull it out. Okay, it's no big deal. What's important is that once you finish, wherever the homemaker is in your blue book, the next page is the Cutco kitchen pamphlet that I just gave you, so you can show them. Here's a Cutco kitchen. Okay, you can buy a set or you can buy a kitchen. Kitchen is where you pick your set of Cutco, your forks and spoons, your pots and pans. Okay, and here's what's really important. It's all perspective. Oh, Mike, I wouldn't do a kitchen. That's too much. Everyone already has a kitchen. Everyone already has a kitchen. Well, I just want the knife. So you cut your food, but you put the food on top of the hot stove, right onto the plate, and you eat with your hands? No, because if you want to eat the food, what do you eat with? Forks and spoons. And then what do you put the food into? Pots and pans. So everyone has a kitchen already. But most of theirs are terrible Cutco kitchens, are terrible pots and pans, terrible forks and spoons. I'm just showing them how to do everything the same. Any light bulbs there? Oh, I wouldn't do a kitchen. They already have a kitchen. Just the bad stuff. You're just used to showing the knife part. There's 2 more parts to the kitchen. Okay? Mrs. Jones, I wouldn't do all that. They already have, Mrs. Jones, everyone has a kitchen. It's just whether it's Cutco or not. Okay? Right? And you don't just have one, let's say Chase is my daughter, Kate's my daughter, and Jeremy is my son. I have 3 kids, okay? 3 very blonde white kids, okay? 3 kids. Heidi and I, okay? She's white, so you'd be a little browner, okay? That's 5. Okay, that's 5 in the family. So I only have 5 spoons and 5 forks in the drawer? No. I have 10, 15, 20 from Walmart or from Target. You guys see that? So people already have a kitchen, just food for thought. So this is after the homemaker again. You have the Cutco kitchen. You'll be able to show them how it all comes together. Then right after, you know this one. You have the homemaker, signature, and the complete. So far, so good? Okay, and let's review this. The homemaker is for people who what? Have to cook. What does have to cook mean? Right? Have to cook means you have kids. Okay, this is the homemaker. Okay. Then you have the signature. Okay, this is for people who like to cook. You can see that? Then you have the complete for people who love to cook or only buy the absolute best. Okay, this is the complete. Okay, so here's how I set up my closing. You guys are used to saying this way. This is the homemaker, have to, like to, love to. Okay? That's not how I'm going to present it. This is if I don't cook. I don't cook at all. Okay? This is if I have to. Okay? This is if I love to. See the difference? So instead of, oh, I have to cook, it's a homemaker. No, I don't cook at all. I have to cook. No, I really like to cook. Like to cook, sorry. love to cook is the kitchen. Any light bulbs? Okay, so far we're just setting it all up. Once we set it all up, the rest on how to do it, it's all word for word. So that's cake. This is the setup part. Okay. So you have homemaker, signature, complete, all right there. Then afterwards, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you don't need this one. Okay, then afterwards you have all the smaller sets, but notice I have another paper clip. Why? I don't want them to see them. Okay? See, when I present Cutco, I sell a kitchen, or just to get started, we'll sell them a set. See what I said? Any light bulbs on that one? I sell Cutco kitchens because that's what I present, because everyone has a kitchen. Everyone needs to cut their food, cook their food, and eat their food. That means you need knives, pots and pans, forks and spoons. Okay? But if you don't want to get a kitchen, this is my key phrase. Mrs. Jones, some people like to stock their entire kitchen or get all their holiday gifts for the year, or some people just want to get started with a set of knives. Mrs. Jones, I'm going to show you a Cutco kitchen. Some people like to stock their whole kitchen with Cutco, or get all their gifts for the holiday seasons all at one time, or some people just want to get started with something small like a set of knives. See how light bulbs on that one? Okay. So what are these smaller sets? Gifts. The galley's a gift. Really nice gift. The Essential's a gift. What about a couple of knives? Mrs. Jones, you wouldn't buy just the car. You wouldn't just buy the axle and the wheel of a car, would you? Yeah, we don't just sell the axle and the wheel of the car. The car is the homemaker. The homemaker is just a car, no fancy rims, stock engine, no fancy stereo. That's a homemaker. Signature, you put on the better rims, you put on this. The complete's a little bit better. And then the kitchen's the M3 fully loaded. You see that? Okay. And I have this paper clip because I just don't want to go there. Then here, you have this one. I want to explain this thoroughly here. It's called the small, medium, large. Okay. So here's my small. My small, you guys have this. If you don't cook, here's what the small is. The small is a homemaker plus the kitchen tool set, SLDM, plus the shears. This is what's called this is a kitchen system. That's if you have to cook. Notice I say, Mrs. Jones, if you really like the, I want to show you the sets that come with scissors. Normally, what comes with the scissors already? Which two sets have the scissors already? Signature complete. Why wouldn't you have it in the homemaker? Right? If you don't cook, you need scissors in your house anyway. So, my don't cook, my small is a homemaker, kitchen tools, and super shears. My medium is a signature. My complete is my love to cook is a complete. Okay? This is how I explain it. So the homemaker, it comes with the bare necessities. The bare necessities. This is the homemaker. This is the bare necessities. This is a car. This is 4 wheels, an axle, steering wheel, windshield wipers, 4 doors or 2 if it's a coupe. Oh no, 4 doors or 2 doors. Tailpipe, just a basic car. The way I want you to think of it, and I'll talk about this in the pamphlet, is that we're not trying to sell them 2 wheels and an axle. We're not trying to sell them less than the car. This is the standard car, bare necessities. And if you're from my office, if you don't know this, you're fired. Ready? Paring knife for up in the air. Trimmer for spatula for petite carvers the meat knife. Turning forks for hearty slicers for the butcher knife. Petite chefs the veggie slicers for this is for holidays. And how often do you use a table knife? Every day. If you don't know that already, work on that, because that's a car. So some of you, I'm going to learn how to sell the kitchen. You can't sell a race car if you can't sell a regular car. So get excited about the regular car first. I'll say this again. That's what we call the bare necessities, the homemaker. Plus 8 table knives, plus kitchen tools, plus shears. Okay. The signature, it's the bare necessities, except it has 10 table knives, kitchen tools, and shears, because everyone needs those. And the red is the little, what's a little bit more. How many more pieces come in the signature? 3. So if you notice, here's the homemaker. It's only 3 more tools. Right here. Okay? It's only 3 more tools. This, the Hardy Slicer, the Santoku, and the cheese knife. Those are our customer favorites. We call those our customer favorites. And then when you go to the complete, it's the bare necessities. And Taylor Max taught this last time. Meat and veggie, instead of trying to go into all the detail and confuse the customer, and you're probably confused too about what all the knives do, just group it. Bare necessities, meat, and veggies. Super simple. It shouldn't be complicated until you're trying to sell a kitchen. But some of you complicate a homemaker. Okay? And you have this as a display, so it'll look like this. Okay. So Mrs. Jones, the small comes with all the tools you see here. It's got the bare necessities, 8 table knives, kitchen tools, and shears. Okay. We have the signature set. This is if you have to cook. It's got the bare necessities, 10 table knives, kitchen tools, and shears, and it has 3 customer favorite knives. And then this is the large set. It just comes with the bare necessities, but you also get the meat and the veggie knives. Okay. And I'll stop there. So I want to stop for a second. What are some of your biggest light bulbs just from the set? I haven't even taught anything. Just what are some big takeaways from setup, Dalila?
I think just simplifying it and grouping them into, customer favorites and meat and veggie, that's huge.
Okay.
The paperclip when you turn to the accessories and you can pay
It's all the
attention.
little things in life, isn't it? A paper clip makes life easier in your appointment.
How you qualify the different sets instead of making it have to cook.
Yeah, people don't know what the sets are until you say it. Right? So if you're acting and thinking and speaking like a college student and you talk about the homemaker because you know it's 12-12 and you think it's a big amount of money, then that comes across and then really good luck selling anything bigger. If that's how you think. Okay, we'll go over here. Bertel.
Putting big order forms in like the front of your binder, I noted is I didn't know like, to put the big ones there. I'd do the same thing on price, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Making the complete seem less overwhelming for saying meat and veggie.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Any other ones? Okay.
Showing that the homemaker is just your basic needs, how you're saying basic card, kind of builds the value on the other side.
Okay. Ready? I'm going to stop here. I'm going to kind of kill your hopes and dreams right now. My workshop is not to teach you to sell the kitchen. Okay? We have people who do this for a career in the back. Jordan's in there. I see Taylor Mack. They do this for a career, and they don't sell kitchens all the time. So how in the world am I going to teach a 19-year-old who can't even follow the damn book, some of you? How are you going to sell a kitchen? All I want you to see is how to use the kitchen to make everything else look really small. So this isn't all of a sudden, Jeff, kitchen, wow, $4 grand, $7 grand, $6 grand, 3,500, I messed up, $7 grand, 6. No, this is more homemakers, more signatures, more completes, more homemakers, more signatures, more completes. See that? Any light bulbs there? Okay. Will you sell kitchens as a byproduct of at least showing it? Yes. You'll have people. In fact, my bet over under, I don't bet, but if I did, I would say we'll sell between 15 and 30 kitchens this push. But we'll sell way more homemakers, signatures, and completes. And when you mess up, you will sell galleys, essentials, and for just the hell of it, you might sell an all-night for studio. We don't do pieces in this division. Okay? Now, will you sell pieces too? Yes, we will too. But it's the attitude and the mentality. So first pamphlet, I'd like you to pull out where it says selling $4,000 orders. Keys to selling $4,000 orders. So redefine what is big and what is small to you. On your notes or right onto the pamphlet, the handout, I'd like you to write down small order and write down the number CPO, not what you think. Don't show off. Don't try to be a brown noser right now, some of you. Genuinely, for you internally, what is considered a small order? Right? Oh, homemade, complete. Really? How many of you sold? Okay, for you, genuinely, write down. We're not going to share this. This is for you. Write down genuinely what is a large order, a small order for you, and then write down what is the beginning of a large order for you. But be honest with yourself. You're not sharing this. What's small? What's large to you? And usually, here's what's interesting. Usually, the answer to those two questions depends on what you've sold. Right? How many of you have sold a complete? Yeah, so you have a different mindset than someone. How many of you have sold a homemaker or more? Okay. How many of you, honestly, have not sold at least a homemaker yet? You're still new. Okay. It is harder for you guys who just raised your hand to think larger when you haven't even sold a homemaker yet. How many of you have not even done 10 appointments yet? Okay, I'll get to that. How many of you have not even done 30 appointments yet? Yeah, a lot of work. When you get to 30, you'll start to see the experience. So redefine what's big and small for you. I'll tell you how I operate so you have an idea, okay? When you sell a homemaker, okay, that is just selling a car. That's DDJ. Selling a homemaker, you're just what? Doing the job. That's all it is, doing the job. You just sold, ready? You sold a car, period. Not a nice one, not a fancy one. You sold a car. Starter sets, okay, are gifts or worst case scenario. Worst case scenario first for a galley down to an all-night set, okay? I have sold pieces plenty of times, but I didn't do the job at all, okay? And if you think about it, what's the value of 3 knives versus a set? It's a terrible value. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, okay? So on the pamphlet, redefining what's considered big and small is really important. In my system, doing the job. Signature, solid. Complete, plus is the goal. Okay, because if money weren't an issue, which one do you want? The cheap or the expensive car? If money weren't an issue, what's the cheap or the expensive house? Purse. Shoes. Why? Because when you get more expensive, you get better what? You get better quality. So why would you gyp the customer and not get them the best quality possible? Same thing with the complete. And then the kitchen system or the kitchen, okay? I would call that a big order. Now, some of you will sell a kitchen, you say, I was just doing the job. Now you're just showing off. That's okay. Oh, I sold a $5,000 kitchen, just doing the job. Be humble, but be humble, okay? That's how I want you to see big and large orders. Number 2, ready? This is, I would say, the key, top 3 keys to my presentation. Number 2, plant the seed. Mrs. Jones, all of our best discounts for preferred customers start at $1,500. Okay? I want you to listen to what I just said. Mrs. Jones, and by the way, we have some discounts. It's 4th of July weekend. And for all of our preferred customers, we have discounts as much as $1,500. A discount is supposed to be a small percentage dropped. $1,500 is the discount. So if $1,500 is the discount, it's probably of what total number? 4, 5, 6. I'm already planting seeds in the beginning that this is a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 investment. Any light bulbs? Mrs. Jones, and we have discount. I can't wait to show you. Remember I said we have specials? Yeah, 4th of July special, of course 4th of July special, or just getting to my SC2 push specials, and the preferred customer discounts go all the way up to $1,500. So what you're doing is you're creating a higher price expectation. Any light bulbs? Yes? Okay. Okay. Next one. Show customers your orders. You'll see this. I have them right in the front, and you can photocopy this from your manager. On districts and branches, I would just get a whole bunch of photocopies. And you can even make up orders. Just don't put a name. That's lying. Don't lie. But I want them to see numbers of what it looks like, okay? Because if you go to Best Buy, which I do often, I love Best Buy, and you go to the television section, which ironically enough, or the MacBook section in Apple, those are all the same prices as all of our basic sets. The Homemaker Signature Complete, 1212, 1800, 2400, what table knives. And what do they have all over the place? The prices, so you can see. So if you're trying to sell TVs, you have prices everywhere. You should have prices out too, but it also provides what for the customer who sees other people buying? Reassurance and proof. And proof that they're not the only one. Okay? Light bulbs in that one? Yes? Show orders. Okay. When planting seeds, I want you to circle letter C. This might be the most important thing on this page. Mrs. Jones, okay. When you're planting seeds, use the law of contrast. And here's what's really important. Anytime you compare one thing to another, it'll make the smaller thing look real small. Right? Mom, can I get $100? Josie, come on. Seriously? And we just gave you money. $100? Okay, how about just 20? Okay, I can give you 20. See what I did there? If you ask for 100, how does 20 sound? This is John's. If you just write down 200 to 300 people, it'll be nice enough to take a look. I'm just kidding. 20 to 30 is fine. How does 20 to 30 sound now? Yeah, so anytime you're about to present a price or a number that you need, always present something higher to give it the law of contrast. Okay? Light bulbs in front of you? Okay. Here's the phrase that pays. It comes up about 3 or 4 times in my presentation in the beginning. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Pinsker, some people like to stock their entire kitchen and buy all of their holiday gifts at once for the next season, but some just pick a small set for themselves. Okay? So really, I'm just showing you. This is not for the customer, but what I'm essentially saying is that on the high end, people get a what? A kitchen. That's on the high end. Or some people just get a small set to start. Okay, see the law of contrast? Please tell me there's some light bulbs in this one. Mrs. Jones, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, some people will get a whole kitchen to stock their kitchen, you know, with the forks and knives, pots and pans, and of course, forks and spoons, pots and pans, and of course the knives. But some people just want to get started, not too much, and get a small set to start. Now, a small set to start are those 3 I'm trying to sell, which look what? Bigger or small, everyone? Way smaller. Got it? Big light bulb? Okay, next one. Focus on selling sets. Rule of thumb for great Cutco reps. Okay. Anytime you say the word Cutco, always follow it with the word sets. Anytime you say the word appointment, precede it by the word scholarship. Any light bulbs? This is Joe. I'm going to show you Cutco sets today. Have you heard of Cutco sets before? Oh, Cutco sets sell over $200 million worth of Cutco sets every year. Mr. Jones, this is the Cutco set guarantee. The first tool in your Cutco set. I love Cutco sets, Mrs. Jones. In fact, I've been doing the job for Cutco sets for 3 weeks now. Always say the word sets, and you'll have customers and FSMs and CSPs. You know this. You'll have customers that say, "Well, you know, hey, I was going to buy some pieces, but since you sell sets, we'll get that homemaker just to get things kicked off." Right? So say the word sets after Cutco. Say the word scholarship before every appointment. The word appointment. Mrs. Jones and Ms. Pinsker, I'm trying to set up 13 scholarship appointments, and I'm kind of in a bind because I need 5 more scholarship appointments to stay on pace for my goal. I was wondering if you could squeeze me in for a quick scholarship appointment. It would really help me out. Okay? So now you're not about selling, you're about being a student. You guys see that? Any light bulbs? Okay, so just get used to that routine. Cutco set, scholarship appointments. Okay. Back to the handout. Letter B is a little bit more advanced. Don't worry about the taping my card to the back of your block. Okay. That, for example, if I sell someone a home, I make sure that that person has my picture, my face, and my phone number on their fridge on a magnetic card. Why? Because next time they talk to someone about buying a home, what do I want them to do? I want them to refer me. Okay, and that's a little bit more advanced. That doesn't apply to this one. Letter C. People don't buy because they understand what you're selling. They buy because they feel understood. Okay, and this is really important for the next part. Okay, remember we talked about this. People don't buy Cutco. They buy 2 things. They buy your enthusiasm and your belief, but they also buy because they feel understood. Okay, so you're going to see here in a second, this next 2 points is really big. I want customers to feel understood from the start. On the first page, you say, Mrs. Jones, do you cook because you have to, like to, or love to? Great, you're going to love Cutco. Raise your hand if you know that part. Page 1, the very bottom. Transition to demo. Mrs. Jones, do you cook because you have to, you like to, or you love to? Okay, great, you're going to love Cutco. I like to figure out where they're feeling and how they're feeling before I even do the appointment, and I want them to feel understood. So if they're all about it, I'm pumped up, I want them to know that I'm going to try and get them a kitchen. If they're not, and they're already, okay, I told you we can't buy kind of deal, I want them to feel like, hey, I'm not going to pressure you. Watch. Letter D. Now, Ms. Pinsker, I'm going to show you our different sets. We have large sets for people who love to cook, medium sets if you just cook because you have to. We have small sets for people like me who don't cook at all. That's the homemaker. And Mrs. Jones, I'm going to show you some sets, our different Cutco sets. We have large sets for people who love to cook. We have medium sets for people who have to cook. We even have a small set for people like me who don't cook. Okay? You see that so far? Okay. Letter E. Sell lots of table knives. This is really important. Where do the table knives come in? What do the table knives come in? When you buy sets, right? When you buy pieces, you don't get table knives. So sell sets. Okay? Everyone uses table knives. Okay? What's the not outside of food? Food is number one. Outside of food, what is the number one most impressive demonstration that we do? Bar none, without question, it gets them most excited. Leather. Penny's cool, but that's just kind of a trick to the. That's a cool trick because you don't think about cutting pennies or anything like that. But when you cut the leather, raise your hand if you've ever had a customer and right after the leather you get the oh my, like you go woo, yeah. Wow, it's like woo, okay, that's exciting. Okay, when should you capitalize on excitement? Strike when the iron's hot, right there. Okay. So when you cut through the leather, Ms. Pinsker, you ready? Right, go ahead. I know, isn't that great? That's why they come in all of our sets. Don't ever sell a basic for the rest of your life. Never sell a basic anything. Wow, that's crazy. I know, they come in all of our sets. Okay, great. Now what's the customer thinking? I really want to get a set to get those table knives. Any light bulbs there? Okay. Every time. The ultimate set or the complete set. Okay. Mrs. Jones, and this is the complete set. This is the only set that has enough table knives for a family. Okay. Why? Because if I'm in a family and I have my 3 kids here, Heidi and I, there's 5 kids. Okay. But you don't just have 5 sets of forks and spoons. You don't just have 5 knives for every day. You need 1 set that you use, another 5 in the dishwasher. And if you're like most families, not crazy cooking families, not crazy rich families, you don't just have 10 either. Raise your hand if you know you don't have just 10 sets of forks and spoons in the house. Okay? So the ultimate, the complete, is the only set that actually has even the minimum amount that you need, which is 2 times an average family. How many of you know someone that has a 6-person family? Yeah, at bare minimum, you need 12. So if you think about it, how many of you are seeing some bigger families? Raise your hand. If you think about it, then it's not enough. So look at the next one. Okay. I always add on more table knives. So if I sell a homemaker plus 8, okay, I'll say, oh, Mrs. Jones, did you want to get another 4, 8, or 12 with that to make sure you have enough? Steph, what do you mean? Oh, Mrs. Jones, well, when you have 8, ready, you have 6 people in the family. You can only eat with 6. That means you have 2 in the dishwasher. You don't really have enough. So a lot of people add 4, 8, or 12 to complete their set for the family. So you should sell homemaker plus 16s all the time. You should sell completes plus 24 all the time, every increase of 4. Okay? And during the push, we sell homemaker plus 16s all the time. Homemaker plus 12s if you're doing 3 points. Right? They get 16, but they charge it. You guys know, you don't need to know all that. All you need to know is that don't just sell the table knives. I want you to know it's not enough. Any light bulbs on that one? Right? Sell a complete plus 20. Because there's only 12, or complete plus 24. Okay. Yeah, you guys like so far? Okay. Should I stop?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I shall. Number 4, next page. Present with confidence. Okay. So think about how many times you're actually willing to ask for a bigger order. A lot of times we're scared because what don't we want to do? Pressure, but more so what? Scare the customer. We don't want to scare the customer. But see, the way I want you to think about it as a proper professional salesperson is law of contrast. Throwing out the 4,000 makes the 12 nothing. Throwing out the 4,000. Every time I purchased a nicer TV, now nicer TV is anywhere between 2,200 to 4,000 for me. Okay. When they know I'm in the market, I go to Best Buy or the big screen store. They don't show me the TV I ended up buying. I always walk into the room. That room. The room with the sofa in it. The room with the sofa and the surround sound already set up. Already set to Star Wars, of course. To the scene. Ah, sit down. Right? You're sitting there, oh my gosh. How much is it? 6,700. I'll take, oh, I can't, no, not that one. Okay, well, then they do the kitchen at Best Buy. Then they'll take, okay, I don't want to pressure you, Mr. Gamboa. Let's just go to the TVs. Yeah, I'm just going to get that 2700 LG high definition DLP one. That's much better. Because I don't want to go with the kitchen. I'm not in the market for that. But I still dropped $2,700 on a 42 inch. So we have a smaller smaller apartment up in Delaware. I got Law of Contrasted by Best Buy. And I don't know that I would have bought that one. I probably would have gone for the 2100, maybe an $1,800 one, maybe even something smaller. But I got a chance to see large kitchen version of that. You guys see that? Any light bulbs on that? So think about it. Don't be afraid to throw out 4,000. Okay. And remember, more important than the words, you guys know this from my training, it's not what you say, what is it? But actions speak louder than words. So when you're asking for the sale, asking with confidence, don't go up, go down. I'll explain this in a second. Don't go up, go down. When you ask for the time, you ask with confidence. Ask me what time it is. Ask me what time it is.
What time is it?
Hey, what time is it? Jeremy, do you have the time?
Yep.
That's going down. Versus, hey, what time is it? Could you give me the time? Mrs. Jones, could you be free this weekend? Are you available? Mrs. Jones, could you see me at 2 or 4? Hey, what time is it? Any light bulbs? Okay. Mrs. Jones, what time? Louis, what time is it? Steph, what time is it? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sir, do you have the time? Thanks. Mrs. Jones, could you see me at 4 or 2? Which one would be better? Not, so could you see me at 4 or maybe 2? Because I'm not sure. Ready? Ready? I didn't do this for sure the night before Thanksgiving. So Heidi, do you want to marry me? In fact, I said I wouldn't be doing my job. No, I'm just kidding. And there's a buy now bonus. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Whoa. She said yes, and it was confident. In fact, when you guys will meet her, if you're in TLA, everyone meets Heidi. It's part of TLA. Okay? And she'll tell you our engagement story. And the thing she said, I'm not showing off, but she always says, hey, you were just so confident. Okay? Part of it was years of Cutco experience. But when you ask, ready? So, what did I say? Would you do me a favor and make me the happiest man in the world? Would you marry me? Not, would you marry me? Maybe. You guys see that? So, down. Any light bulbs on the voice inflection? Okay, good. So you can take this. We're done with the $4,000 order sheets. I'll stop there. Take 30 seconds. Big light bulbs, big takeaways. We'll stop there. Go ahead, Tristan. Love contrast. Anyone that's over $6,000 in sales, I want your feedback. Okay, this is kind of more you get into the advanced level. If you're under 6,000, you're still getting experience probably under 30 appointments. Go ahead.
Add more table knives.
Yes. Add more table knives. Go ahead.
Especially when everything seems so much bigger in the starter sets.
Yeah. So long contract. Good. Yes, sir.
Putting orders in the front so that they have your issue.
Yeah. Having sale prices all over. Good. Go ahead. Ian. One more time. Yeah, the $1,500 discount to preferred customers. Malloy. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Okay? Because we sell kitchens, or you can just get a set to start. That's the theme. This is, I'm going to show you our Cutco kitchen. All the vets. Explain it. You guys know this. Cutco, C-U-T-C-O, the name of our product. Vets who've been to Olean. Explain to Cutco what Cutco means. CSPs, Jordan, what's Cutco?
Cooking utensil company.
Cooking utensil company. Cutco stands for Cooking Utensil Company. Oh, that's how we came up with the name. Not for cutting. People think, oh, cutting company. No. Kitchen Utensil company, not knife company. We sell kitchens. Yeah? Okay, very nice. Other takeaways real quick. We'll do, and anyone over 6,000? Okay. Yeah, the homemaker is now the one for you don't cook at all. For some of you, don't cook at all is a few pieces. Eddie?
Confidence.
Yeah, a lot of confidence. And where does confidence come? Experience and repetition. Josie?
Small sets and gift sets.
Small sets, yeah, starter sets are actually gift sets. Grant?
Rethinking what big order is.
Yeah, redefining big order. Chase?
The key phrase, some people like to stock their entire kitchen or like holiday shopping.
Yeah. Just ready to practice that. Mrs. Jones, some people will stock their entire kitchen with Cutco or get all their gifts for the holidays now, but some just get started with a set too. That's big, that's small. When I show you the whole thing, it's big. Homemaker Signature Complete, it's going to be small. Jeremy, last.
Saying Cutco sets and scholarship fund.
Okay. Good. So far, so good? Okay, part 2. Turn to advanced rapport building and goal sharing, please. Advanced rapport building and goal sharing. I could stop here and you'll sell more, by the way. You guys know that? I could stop here and you'll sell more. What have I changed? Your life. Branch manager, Tila, you got it. No, but what did we change? What did we change? Your mindset. Okay. You get an email from me. My email at the bottom has a quote from Marcel Proust. It says this: "The discovery of life is not in seeking new destinations, but in having new eyes." Right? The thrill of life, the discovery of life, is not in seeking new destinations, but in having a new set of eyes. That kind of says, whatever you appreciate. It says whatever you're grateful for. That's a big motto of mine. Okay, the discovery of life is not in seeking new destinations, but in having a new set of eyes. So branches and districts, and I'll use Mike Abramowitz as an example. This summer, Mike Abramowitz has seen his Cutco office with a new set of eyes. Same office, but why is it that they're selling in 1 week what they sold probably in 2 months last year? Because he sees the job differently this year. He's in fire. Pretty cool. Okay? So let's do this. Advanced rapport building. So I just gave you the schematics, the basics. Now I want to show you how to set things up through this handout. So let's follow along. Okay. Scholarship focus. Okay? You guys know this already. Say the word scholarship before the word appointment. Okay? That also means say the word sets. And then see where it says scholarship notebook? Don't worry about that. I want everything just to be in the book. What's really advanced is when you have a separate goal sheet in a separate binder. That's where advanced. Just keep it all here right now. If you get to $50,000 in sales, you can get into the different binders. Right now, just keep one blue book. Okay. Advanced rapport building. Raise your hand if you've been to my SLDM. Raise your hand real high if you've seen me at an SLDM or watched me online. Mrs. Jones, let's get started. Actually, before we do, can I say thank you? Okay. Remember, and this is from the SLDM review, when you open this book, because you haven't pulled any knives out yet, this book represents, I'm a salesperson, I'm going to sell you. You guys know that, okay? They say, not what you say it, how you say it, but actions speak, meaning body language is important. The body language of a blue book represents selling something to a customer. So when you open it up, that means you're about to start selling them. But if you stop, and we'll go in the step 2 here, but when you stop and you close it, you're actually turning off what? Sales. And you even put it to the side. Now I'm just talking to you as a person. Business to the side. You ever heard the saying, all business aside? Mm-hmm. You literally put all business to the side. Shh. Lightbulbs? Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm just having an in-depth conversation. I want to keep it real, as I always say. Keep it real. Okay? So notice, rapport. Let's go to advanced rapport building. How to start the demo. The first part's not too hard. You just chit-chat. Oh, hey, Miss Abby, how have you been? Good. Mr. Mike, how are the kids? Whoever your customer is. Okay, cool. That's easy. But then you get started. So, let's get started. You open up the book. Okay, let's get started. Then, actually, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Jones. Before I do, put business to the side. Can I just say thank you? And why do you say thank you? Because you show gratitude. And whenever you start with gratitude, you always have open ears. You will never have a customer say, Eric Palacio, did you just thank me? Get out. You grateful little. Right? Ready? Words of appreciation. I will tell you, you always, and if you're in management, raise your hand if you're an assistant, branch, or district. Every conference call for the past 20 years of my life starts with what's hot and what do you appreciate. Because no matter what kind of a crappy mood you're in, when you say what you appreciate, you put yourself in a position of gratefulness, a grateful attitude. When you're grateful, it's the highest place to be. So put the customer in that place. That's way more advanced. Okay, put them in a state of gratitude. Now, Mrs. Pinsker and Mr. Jones, or Mr. and Mrs. Jones, thank you so much. I just want to say thanks for your time today. And notice it says thank you, ... Take a look. There's no script. So let's get started, Mrs. Jones. Actually, before we do, can I just say thank you? Okay. Thank you for seeing me today, Mrs. Jones. I called 20 people this morning, and I actually had 2 really rude moms. And then I called you, and you were so nice. Thank you for seeing me. Ms. Pinsker, thank you for that sandwich. I've been on the road all day for my contest. I'm trying to win the scholarship. I forgot to eat. That peanut butter and jelly was so good. And thank you for not dipping the peanut butter with the knife into the one with the jelly, because I hate that. Thank you so much. Okay. You guys see that? So what are you thanking them for? Something that you're genuinely thankful for, because then it will also come across as what?
Genuine.
Very genuine. You guys see that? Any light bulbs there? Okay. Don't script gratitude. Okay, I can go on an hour on that. Next. So thank you, Miss Kate. Then you pull the business back because now it's business time. Ready? So Miss Kate, thank you so much. Actually, I'm so sorry. Before we get started, I just want to say thanks. Thanks for seeing me today. I called a ton of people this week for my contest, and you guys are so nice. Thanks for squeezing me in for this last minute appointment. I'm going to show you a product called Cutco today. It stands for Kitchen Utensil Company. Okay. Mrs. Jones, have you ever heard of it before? Ready? This is the most important part, because how many of you have ever done an appointment where you're doing the presentation at the beginning and you have this look from the customer that looks like they're judging you, or they're saying, what the hell are you doing as a college student selling knives? Or they think, man, what a waste of time you're doing this job. How many of you have ever had that judging look and you just kind of get through it and you look at them and this is the look. Honey, what? Ready? This is the best one. Does your dad know you're doing this? Who's at that? Your parents know you're doing this? Because, ready? When you're starting a presentation and you have to script how to rapport and you're reading a script on how to talk to people, that makes you look like the college student that got suckered into selling knives, doesn't it? Right? Versus, this is where you turn that from, oh, you got Cutco this summer, all right? Oh, you're doing the knife job, to, no, Mrs. Jones, I choose to do this. Watch. So, Mr. Jeremy, Ms. Pinsker, let's get started. Actually, before we do, I'm so sorry. Can I just say thank you? I just want to say thanks for seeing my presentation today. You know, I've seen a lot of people, and I've been calling so many people for appointments, but you guys were nice enough. So, Mr. Jeremy, Ms. Kate, thank you so much, and thanks for the sandwich. It was really good. I'm going to show you a product today called Cutco. Have you guys ever heard of it? Their answer is not important. It's always yes or no, or that really, really long-winded mom maybe. Right? Cutco. Have you heard of Cutco before? Right? Raise your hand if you had that mom. Okay? That's my mom. That's my mom. Okay? It's either yes, no, or maybe. Their answer is not important. Your reaction is important because it will show if you believe in it or if you're the suckered college kid. Watch. I'll do both yes and both no. First one, yes, okay. So Ms. Kate, thank you so much. I'm going to show you a product called Cutco. Cutco stands for Kitchen Utensil Company. So I'm going to show you a bunch of great stuff for the kitchen. Have you heard of it before? You have? Okay, so you know how awesome this is. In fact, I wouldn't put my name behind it if it wasn't this good. So I'm going to show you this. I want to show you also why everyone's been at least getting a set to start. I'm going to show you why everyone has at least been getting a set to start. You're welcome.
Thank you.
See that? But see the enthusiasm? Yes, I have heard of Cutco. Oh, Mrs. Jones. Oh, sorry. Mrs. Jones, okay, thank you so much. Have you heard of Cutco? Oh, wow. So you know how awesome this is. In fact, I wouldn't put my name behind it if it wasn't this good. I'm going to show you today why everyone at least has been getting a set to start with me. Okay. What if she says, no, I've never heard of it? Miss Kate, Mr. Jeremy, now, have you guys heard of Cutco before? No? Oh, this stuff is awesome. You're going to love it. I'm going to show you why everyone has at least been getting a set to start, even if they don't get the whole thing. See that? So what am I framing? I'm framing that everyone's at least been getting a just to get. Okay. Mrs. Jones, thank you so much. I'm going to show you a product called Cutco today. Cutco stands for Kitchen Utensil Company. It's the world's finest set of cutlery, stuff to stock your kitchen. Have you heard of it before? You have. Oh, so you know how awesome this is. I wouldn't work here if this wasn't the best. And I'm going to show you what everyone I'm showing at least gets started with Cutco with a set or sometimes more. They say no. Oh, you know what? Oh, I can't wait to show you. This stuff is awesome. And I'm going to show you why everyone's been at least getting a set to start today. Okay, so I'll stop there. You guys light bulbs? Yes? Okay. Then this next part, put a little star to I'm not a knife salesman or saleswoman, salesperson. It's up to you. Knife salesman is usually recognized across both genders. Mrs. Jones, but I'm not a knife salesman. Because you just went off on knives. Okay? You just went off on knives. Miss Kate, but I'm not a knife salesperson. This is where you kind of address the elephant in the room. Because if they're thinking, what are you doing this job? You say, but I'm not a knife salesperson. You see, the reason I'm working with Cutco is because I'm a college student and I'm going into my first year at FGCU over on the West Coast. And I'm going to be a pre-med major and I'm really looking to be a doctor. And I really love this job because it gives me some real tangible business skills. And I also don't want to be broke during college. So I'm doing this through college to make my money, build my resume, and gain skills. That's why I'm doing the job, not because I'm a knife salesperson, okay? Do you mind if I share some of my goals with you? Okay, stop. How do you like that start? Okay, so now it's not about selling knives. I choose to be here. The product is awesome. I didn't get suckered into doing this. No. And I've had my dad, if you didn't know my story, my dad was a very prominent physician in Baltimore. You say Dr. Caesar Gamboa, oh, you're right. And everyone knows my dad. But there are so many people that would look at me in the presentation and go, what? And they would say it sometimes, like, did your dad and mom know? And after I did this, they go, oh. For some of you, a phrase that makes sense is I just don't want to live under mom and dad. I want to do my own thing now. For some people here. For some people, it's I'm really looking to get experience. Remember that section in your book where it says why I'm working with Cutco? You really need to know that. How many of you it's experience? How many of you it's resume builder? How many of you it's standing out? Okay. You should be able to talk about that. And notice there's no script for that. Why? Because where does that come from? That comes from the heart and from yourself. Okay. Light bulbs on how to start? Yes? Awesome. Okay. So if you know your script, that's how you start in the beginning. You chit chat, you do the open close, you tell them why you're not a knife salesperson, why you're working with Cutco, and then can I share some goals with you, Mrs. Jones? Okay. Do you mind if I share my goals with you? And then you go into that middle section. Light bulbs? Okay, now watch. Now you share your goals. Mrs. Jones, Ms. Kate, do you mind if I share some of my goals with you now? Now you have a customer that's listening, customer that it feels great, it feels your gratitude. You have a customer that's listening and knows you're not getting suckered into knives. You have a better attentive customer. Okay, I could stop here and you'll sell more. Got it? Because then you'll get this more. Oh, John, you know what, honey? We were going to get the smaller one. We'll get the bigger one because we want to help you out. Okay, we want to help you. You know, we were going to get just the homemaker, but we'll get the. Kate, does that help you? Yeah, we want to help you with that scholarship or that TLA. Let's get you in there, honey. We'll help you. That's how you're going to. Because ready? I could go on an hour, and managers we do sometimes, on why it makes sense to buy Cutco, at least a set. It's like a laptop or an appliance. But here, people are willing to get a laptop or an appliance if they know it can really help you. So that's another workshop. Take a look at your pamphlet here. It says goals, number 3. So it's in order, fast start. And I'm not going to do this one live, but you want to go through all the things you can win. President's Club letter. Okay, then it says personal goals. So what I like to do, okay, I'll talk about the SC2 push. I'll talk about winning a trophy. Then I'll do my personal goals, which looks like this, okay, with the 3 pictures at the bottom. And I'll get them excited. And here are the 4 goals, my personal goals. First of all, I have a contest right now in the push. So what I just showed you with all those prizes, I'm trying to win blank. Then this is my long-term Cutco goal. This is Mrs. Jones, like I said before, I'm doing this because I want to be a doctor. So eventually when I graduate, I want to be what they call a 5-star recruit, where because of my resume experience with Cutco, I want to get it to as many med schools more than most of my peers because of my resume experience. I'm also excited because My customer goal is to get recommended to 1,000 new people to learn how to network this summer. See that? My customer goal is to get recommended to over 1,000 people this summer by people like you so they can learn how to network and see more customers. What are you planting seeds for? Yeah, later. That's a different workshop. And then lastly, okay, my long-term non-Cutco goal is to run my own private practice and be a physician like that. Okay. Then after personal goal, okay. Mrs. Jones, remember I told you on the phone? This is really important because you said scholarship how many times on the phone? A lot. Remember I talked about the scholarship? Yeah, let me show you, Mrs. Jones. So it's based on sales. And what's really cool is that the top 50 students in the country will win a scholarship. And I'm trying to have my face on this next year. You want a cool, super cool fun tip? I tape a picture of me randomly in the middle, and it just looks really ghetto and taped on purpose. And I'll go, and I'm really looking to be a scholarship winner. And they always laugh. And I said, but really, I wanted to be in the real pamphlet, not like this. So, see what I'm doing? Any light bulbs there? Yes? Okay. But the biggest thing that will get me all this, Mrs. Jones, is if I can get into our Leadership TLA Academy. And you talk about the program, how it helps you. Remember earlier, what did they have you write down? If you did do Cutco through college, what? What would TLA do for you? Okay? That's what you talk about here. Mrs. Jones, I'm looking to do this through college before I go into nursing school, and this is why this is going to help me. Let me go off on that. Okay? Any questions? And then the last thing, Mrs. Jones, and then finally, I'll show you how you can sponsor me, which doesn't cost any money at all. I'll show you that at the end. People have been helping me out at least 1 or 2 times with a sponsor. Okay, you're just dropping the seed there. I'll stop there. Any light bulbs? Okay. Questions so far from any? I'm only going to take questions if you're over $6 grand at this point because you guys have done enough appointments at least, or at least sold 3 sets. Questions so far? Pretty simple. Or light bulbs? Got it? What are the light bulbs? Or managers too. Yeah, Mike.
Some people might be concerned with this, or maybe I'd like your feedback on it. Jeff, my appointment already takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours. If I spend this much time on my goals, my appointment's now going to be that much longer. If you could address that for anybody that might be under that bad.
What do I sell versus what you sell? Right? So would you rather do, but it's taking so long, but your shorter non-selling appointment's more important? Or your shorter appointment where you only sell 300? Versus I'd rather do less appointments in the day and do quality appointments. It's quality, not quantity, but it is also quantity. So ready? If you know you have a 2-hour appointment, like appointment, not in between, appointment, then instead of going for 6 in the day, you go for 4 really good ones. Okay? Or part of it too is just make sure you stick to the manual during the regular presentation. And this part might be longer, but the actual demo should be short if you're sticking to the script. When it gets really long is when you guys are going off script. That's what happens.
How does your approach change if someone already has a Cutco set? Nothing?
It doesn't until page 13.
Okay.
Page 9. So. Okay, one more.
What should I do if somebody asks the price like upfront?
I can't tell you. That's at the end, Mrs. Jones. Okay. You need to do more appointments. Okay, ready? Here we go. Look at the bottom. This is where you set up the kitchen. This is the law of contrast right here. Okay? And Mrs. Jones, this is after you cover your goals. Okay? So what's the last thing you say? Who remembers from your script the last thing you say before you transition into the demo after you set your goals? You say, Mrs. Jones, I'm new, so I'm going to read my script. Is that okay? Okay. And Miss Kate, like I said on the phone, you don't have to buy anything, but if you see something you like, like stocking your entire kitchen or buying all your gifts for the holidays right now, please go ahead, or just getting a couple of sets to get started. Please go ahead and get it today because it would help me with all those goals. And with that being said, I just want to say, by the way, that Cutco is not a pity sale. I definitely didn't sign up to do pity sales. So please don't feel the need that you have to buy. In fact, the stuff is way too expensive to just do a pity sale. Mrs. Jones, I am going to warn you, though, that everyone's been buying this stuff like crazy. Okay? So, when you transition to the demo. I'll say it again. And Mrs. Jones, those are my goals. All right, and then the sponsorship, Mrs. Jones, I'll show you how you can help me with that later. And, Miss Kate, I'm new, so do you mind if I read? Is that okay? Okay, cool. Like I said, you don't have to buy anything. But if you see something you like stocking your whole kitchen, getting all your gifts at once, or if you just want to get a step, like some people do just to get started, please get it today because it would help me with my goals. But Mrs. Jones, with that being said, this is not a pity sale. Please don't buy because it's me. Please don't buy because you're pitying me. In fact, it's too expensive to do that. But this stuff is also, I'm warning you, people love buying it. Okay? So what do they do? That's my ultimate, no pressure, but you're going to buy. That's my no pressure, but most people buy. Okay, and even notice what I said? It's too expensive to be a pity sale. I want people to think what with the price? Yeah. Okay, any light bulbs on that one? Yeah? Okay. Cool, flip the sheet. So watch. So Miss Kate, thank you so much. I'm real new, so I'm gonna read from my manual. Is that okay? Okay. By the way, like I said on the phone, you don't have to buy anything, but Miss Kate, if you do see something you like, maybe you do want to stock your whole kitchen or get all your gifts right now, or maybe you just want to start something small, like a small set. No matter what, if you like something, please get it today because it would help me with my goals and my push and all the things I'm looking to do. But it's also not a pity sale. I'm warning you, please don't buy because you pity me. It's too expensive to be a pity sale. But this stuff is awesome. I'm going to warn you, a lot of people buy. In fact, let me show you some of my biggest orders so far. Okay. So this one's this is Miss Oh, you know Miss Jenkins, right? Yeah, she got 3,500. Okay. And I just want to show you that I've been selling a lot, and I'm showing this to you because I want you to know that it's been such an awesome investment because people see the value in Cutco. So I just want to show you that. Okay. And you can see a lot of people are buying Cutco right now, but here's why. It's not because they have $3,000 laying around just to give it to me. Stop. Listen to what I just said. And Miss Kate, the reason people are buying so much Cutco right now is not because they have an envelope with $3,000 just waiting to spend it on Cutco. What did I just do? I just inflated the price again. Okay. Oh no. And I'm thinking I'm not going to spend $3,000. Okay, we'll just go 12. See what I'm doing? So this is all law of contrast. So Mrs. Jones, here's the order here, and you have a lot of orders. And you see, Mrs. Jones, the reason that so many people have been buying Cutco is not because they have an envelope with $3,000 that they want to spend on my product. Even if they don't say anything, watch their eyes. Okay? It's because, Mrs. Jones, this is the most amazing time of the year, and I can give these unbelievable discounts during our SC2 push. Okay? It's like Black Friday in July. I'll stop. When do people buy a lot? On Black Friday. It's the #1 turnaround day for all retail stores. Why? Because you put people in what kind of a mode? Shopping mode. And people automatically assume Black Friday you get the best deals. Mrs. Jones, oh Miss Kate, it's like Black Friday in July. That's why I've been selling so much. Because they know they're going to be deals. So by buying again, I promise you to be helping my goals, but I also promise you that by the time we're done, you're going to agree that Cutco's a great investment. It's one of the most intelligent investments you'll make. So Miss Jones, like I said, since I just started, I'm just going to read from my manual. Let me show you the rest. You go through. Got it? So actually, everything I just said is right before you tell them you're reading from the manual. So you share your goals, and I'll do it one more time. So Miss Kate, those are the goals, okay? And like I said on the phone, you don't have to buy anything, but if you see something like Miss Kate, please get it today because you'd be helping out with all these goals. And by the way, don't do it out of pity because this isn't a pity sale. Okay, I didn't sign up for pity sales. In fact, it's too expensive to be a pity sale. But the reason I'm selling so much is because people really love the product. And I'm going to warn you, there are a lot of people who love the product. I'll show you some orders real quick. These are some people who have purchased, right? I've had some $1,300, $1,500, $2,000 orders. And the reason, Miss Kate, that they're buying so much, it's not because they have an envelope with $3,000 waiting for me, okay? It's because this time of the year is our SC2 push that I showed you, and we can give the best details and discounts ever. It's like Black Friday in the middle of July. So I'm going to show this to you, and I think no matter what happens, I think everyone agrees when I'm done that Cutco is one of the most intelligent investments you can make. So I'm new. So do you mind if I read from my book? Stop. Any light bulbs? Okay. So what I've done already, and the rest is Kate. Okay. What I've done already is I've just done a lot of law of contrast, no pressure, but letting you know people are buying. That's all I've done. So far, so good? Okay. Then look at the bottom. Then you go to access. Then you go to so after that part, what's next? You go into Mrs. Jones, you cook because you like to, you have to, love to. Great, you're going to love Cutco. There are a few things we need to get for the presentation. Need that penny from the fridge? Serrated edge knife, what else? straight knife, and a steak knife. And also, while you're at it, can you grab your cell phone, please? Shh. For when? For later, so they don't say what? Oh, my phone's upstairs. No, it's not. It's right there. That's another talk, okay? Then you go through, then you do the company, then you do the scissors, then you do the peeler, and after you do the scissors and peeler, okay? After you do the scissors and peeler, Mrs. Jones, now let me show you some of paperclip. Let me also show you some of our other accessories that a lot of people can get for free when they get at least a set. And you just talk about these 6 things. And whatever they like. So Ms. Kate, which of the accessories did you think you'd like the most? You like the entertainment pack? Okay, cool. Let me just write it down. Okay. And when you say buy now bonus, what's the buy now bonus? The entertainment pack. I'll stop there. Light bulbs? Okay. All right. So I'll stop. In fact, we're right on time. Nice job, everybody. So outside of that, what are you taking away so far from just the second pamphlet, the packet? If you're over 6K in sales, go ahead.
My favorite part is how you set up for, like, you're letting them know that just buying a set is what most people get started with.
Yep.
And you're dropping those hints.
Yeah, remember, you can't just read this. What do you have to do before you do presentations with this stuff?
Practice.
You need to rehearse it. Okay, tempo.
The way you go up and down from like the accessories to like the kitchen.
Okay, good. So there's a transition back and forth. Good. Moises. Yeah, it's not a pity sale. Don't buy because you know me. Don't buy because of my dad. That's what I said. Don't buy because of my dad. That's a pity sale. This is too expensive for pity. So I'm going to warn you, people buy a lot of it. They love it. Here.
Just that little push with your goals might incentivize you to buy a little bit more.
A little bit more. Sometimes a lot more. Sometimes a lot more, I found. Yeah, Mrs. Jones, the reason I'm settling all these orders, and if you don't have those orders yet, you can say, well, my office this week, we've already sold. You can list off what your office has been selling from the WhatsApp. You guys see that? That's a light bulb for you. Okay. One of my friends just sold 4,500. Someone over in Metro Miami sold the whole kitchen. So-and-so here sold this much because you're on the WhatsApp group. And the reason they're buying is not because they have $3,000 laying around. It's because it's the best time of the year, the best discounts, and it's like Black Friday in July, and I can offer you those today. Okay, I'll do 2 more. Over 6K. Yes, sir.
Yeah, opening and closing the book, then you become like sales.
Yeah, salesperson to keeping it real. Good. Okay. Last handout. Let's go to the last handout. Small, medium, large. Let me get this back. Rachel Gutman, this is yours. Can you pass it to Rachel? So far, so good? Yeah? You guys getting a lot? Can I get managers a small, medium, large pamphlet, please?
Give me like one of these or pictures.
I don't have them. Small, medium, large, please. So watch. And this will be all on, this is being recorded on YouTube for you. Yes, sir. When you're done, YouTube. Okay. Should say small, medium, large at the top. Someone took mine. Someone to grab one. Okay. So no, just a review. We're doing a lot of setup. Mrs. Jones, what's the key phrase? Mrs. Jones, some people have been stocking their entire, one more time, everyone. Some people have been stocking their entire or getting all of their holiday gifts for the entire year. Okay, one more time. Mrs. Jones, some people have been stocking their entire kitchen with Cutco or just getting all the gifts for the entire year. Or some people are just starting off small and just getting a small set to get started. That's the key to set up everything. So, and notice again, this is going to be in the back for small, medium, large. Hey managers, that'd be cool if you all stayed in the room and help out for the next part, okay? So Karina, if there's anyone out there for this next, okay. So you should have this sheet, small, medium, large. So page 1. Mrs. Jones, so I just shared my goals. I just said that people don't just have $3,000 laying around. And I ended up by saying, Miss Kate and Mr. Jeremy, I'm brand new, so I'm going to read from my manual. Is that okay? Okay, great. Cutco is awesome. Sound familiar? Cutco is awesome. It's so good that people like to stock their entire or get all their gifts for the entire. But
Holiday season. Next holiday season.
Unbelievable. Some people like to stock their entire or get their gifts for the entire, but some people also just get something small and start off with a small set. There you go, for themselves. We also have interest-free investment options, so you don't have to pay for it all at once. Just so I know, do you not cook at all like me, Mrs. Jones? Obviously, I'm a college student. Do you like to cook, or do you really enjoy cooking? I'm just curious. Okay, and here's the cool part. This is what sets it off. Okay. Whatever they say, this is where customers don't buy because they love the product or just the enthusiasm. They buy because they feel what? Understood. If the customer says that they love to cook and they really enjoy it, I'm going to talk about the kitchen more. If they say, oh, no, we don't cook at all, I'm going to downplay the kitchen so they know I'm not going to pressure them. So we'll do both. We'll do yes. So, Miss Kate, so would you say that you don't cook at all like I do? Do you have to cook or do you love to cook and entertain? You have to cook. Okay, so Mrs. Jones, I won't show you the whole kitchen. That would be too expensive. I don't want to pressure you. I'll show you the smaller sets. The homemaker, the signature, and the complete is what I'm going to show you. You see that? Is that a light bulb or not? Okay, Lewis, I can't stop right now. So you have to get that. Okay. Right? Miss Kate, so same one. So do you cook because you don't cook at all? Yeah, you have to cook. Do you love to cook, or do you cook because you don't cook at all? Do you not cook at all? Do you like to cook, or do you love to cook and entertain? You don't cook at all? Okay, great. I'm not going to show you the entire kitchen. I don't want to high pressure you. That'd be too expensive, but I'll show you the smaller sets then, okay? Then you'll see the customer will go, yeah, don't do that. I want to see the smaller ones. Understood. Light bulbs? What if they do the opposite? So Ms. Kate, and I kind of know the answer. Do you not cook at all? Do you have to cook, or do you really love to cook and entertain? Okay, Mrs. Jones, I'm going to show you how to stock your whole kitchen, like a lot of people do. And if it doesn't work out, we'll get you a small set to get started, okay? See that? Okay? So if I love to cook, great, I'm going to show it to you. But, just in case, I'll show you the small sets. Oh, I don't cook, or, I told you weren't going to buy. Mrs. Jones, okay, you know what? I actually won't show you the kitchen. I want to high pressure you. That would be really expensive. But I'll show you the smaller sets just to get started. Light bulbs, everyone? Is there brain matter on the wall? Yes? Okay. Then you get to names and uses. Look at page 6, names and uses. Mrs. Jones, you can buy individual pieces, but customers agree that over a lifetime, sets are much better value. It's important to have the right tool for the right situation because of safety and efficiency. Does that sound familiar? That's right from your book. Mrs. Jones, we do have, and I'll pull this out, okay? We do have 3 basic starter sets. Notice what I said. Starter. Circle with starter. We have 3 basic starter sets. If you don't have this sheet, raise your hand. Luke will get you one. If you don't have this sheet, then I'm talking the pamphlet we're working on right now. Raise your hand. Quickly. Okay. Mr. Jones, we do have 3 basic sets, starter sets. Okay. 2 larger sets for people who love to cook and have to cook. But I'm going to start with our smaller set, the one that has the bare necessities that anyone can use, even if they don't cook at all. Okay, see what I did? Okay, Mrs. Jones, this is when you go to names and uses. We do have 2 larger sets for people who love to cook or have to cook. I'll show you those. But I'm going to start with our small set for people who do not cook at all. It just has the bare necessities. And then you go to the rest of the top paragraph on names and uses. Any questions? What's the light bulb? What do you know what's happening? I'm framing what's small, medium, large. Okay? At the bottom, it says page 8. Page 8 is where you say, Mrs. Jones, sets are a great investment because you have the right tool for the right. If you buy it all together, it's discounted. It's safer because it comes in A, right? And also, if you buy sets, you get free stuff. And not to mention, on the payment plans, you can break it up over 5 months.
Yeah.
Mrs. Jones, Cutco's the best when we only compare to the best. That's page 8. You go all the way down. What's the last thing you say on page 8? Mrs. Jones, twice the quality and value. You're talking twice the price. Twice the price, you're talking over $4,000 for your set of Cutco. Let me show you what you get. So that doesn't change. Any questions? So this is where the magic happens. You guys already kind of know what's going to happen here. Turn to the page. Back. Okay. I'll take the paper clip out because what do I want to show? What do I want to show to start? What do I for law of contrast? What's the first one I want to start with? The kitchen. Okay. Mrs. Jones, you're talking over $4,000 for a set of Cutco. Let me show you what you get, okay? So, Miss Kate, Mr. Jeremy, as I said earlier, some people like to stock their entire kitchen, right? Which would be a small starter set, pots and pans, and forks and spoons. And some people just go with their smaller options to start, which is the small, medium, large, just the knives, okay? The small set, again, is for people who don't cook at all. And here's what comes with it. Comes with all the bare necessities. It's like just getting a car, nothing fancy. All the bare necessities. It does have 8 table knives, the wood block, and it comes with kitchen tools and shears. The medium set is for people who have to cook. If you have to cook, it's called the signature. And what it does, it has the same basic necessities. Has the same basic necessities, but also has 3 customer favorite knives. That's the Hardy Slicer for aggressive cuts, the Santoku for really, really fine mincing and chopping, and then our traditional cheese knife with the holes so the cheese doesn't stick. And then we have our large set for people who love to cook. It's got the bare necessities, but of course, if people love to cook, it also has the meat and has the veggie knives. Okay, this one has 12 table knives instead of 10, and that's how that works. I'll stop right there. So what am I doing? I'm laying out the sets. You guys lay out, this is the Homemaker Plus 8, and this is the Homemaker Basic. I do, this is the small, this is the medium, this is the large. Light bulbs?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mrs. Jones, again, Miss Kate, again, you said you cook because you don't cook, you have to cook, or you like to cook. You don't cook at all? Okay. The great thing about the set for people who don't cook is that it's not $4,000. Matter of fact, it's not even as much as this wool stuff, which goes for $3,435, and on sale, it goes for $1,999. Our Homemaker Plus 8, Mrs. Jones, it's only $1,212. And what's really cool is that we have an interest-free investment option. So instead of all at once, it's only $259 a month, which is not even a grocery bill. And the buy now bonus is really cool because if you get that today, I can help you pick one of your free gifts. Remember the entertainment pack that you like? Yeah, I can throw that in for free today. So I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you, did you want to invest in Cutco and get the free stuff? Great. The difference? No difference. What if she said, I have to cook? So Mrs. Jones, those are the 3 sets. Now, one more time, remind me. So you said you don't cook, you have to cook, or you like to cook? You have to cook, okay. The beautiful thing about that set, and that would be the medium set, the beautiful thing about the medium set for people who, like yourself, have to cook is that it doesn't cost $4,000. Doesn't cost as much as the wool stuff, doesn't cost as much as wool stuff on sale. Okay. So do you have the fire? Yeah. Okay. I'll do it again. Come on. Ready? Dramatic response. Ready? Okay, thank you. The medium set for people who have to cook is only $4,000, $3,435, $1,900. It's only. So I wouldn't do the 30. I wouldn't put the 1,900 here. Okay. It's only $2,062. I'm sorry, the small actually is not $1,212. You have to add the kitchen tools and shears. Okay, you'll get this later. It's only $2,062 on the payment plan. It's only $441 a month. And the beautiful thing is that we have a buy now bonus. If you decide to get that set today, you get to pick your accessories. And remember that barbecue set you like, Mrs. Jones? I can throw the barbecue in set for free. Where am I finding barbecue set from? Yeah, from what they said they liked after the scissors. Any light bulbs on that? Okay. So I wouldn't be doing my job today if I didn't ask you, Miss Kate, did you want to get the set for? Did you want to get the medium set? You guys say signature. You guys make it seem like the second biggest set. Would you like to get the medium set and qualify for and you get the barbecue set for free? Worst case scenario, they say no. You call your office. We drop down. We take out everything. You drop it down to just the signature. Worst case after that, you drop it down. Miss, you know what, honey? We'll just get the homemaker. Sorry, we can't get that set, but you'll drop to a homemaker. And if you really, really mess up, you drop to a galley. $800. You do that, you sold what you need to sell for the day to do 10K for the push. Okay? Any questions? Well, let's do this. Big light bulbs. That's it, by the way. Okay? How about this? If you're over $10,000 in sales, you're already at 30-30. I would like quick feedback before we get you guys out of here for a quick break. Oh, Moise.
I never try to settle this signature with the table knife, but you can actually cross out the 1900 because it actually comes out to like 1820.
Okay, yeah. All the prices I'm going to give you, I'll put the prices back up. You guys can take a picture. This is all, ready? Just to clarify. This is homemaker plus kitchen tools and shears. This is signature with table knives.
Steak knife.
Oh, this is steak knife?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. And the kitchen tool set. And this is with kitchen tool set. Okay, these are with kitchen tool sets, all of them. Because all of our starter sets have scissors and kitchen tools. Okay. How about this, ready? Don't worry about the prices. Don't worry about the price because sometimes they change. I'm not sure if this is accurate. DMs, this is table knives, right? Yeah. This everything here is table knives, no steak knives. Everything here is add kitchen tools, add kitchen tools. This is kitchen tools, kitchen tools, kitchen tools, table knives. Okay. 7%, that's the highest possible, that's Miami-Dade County sales tax. Right? That's the highest. Everything's gonna be cheaper. So 6, yeah, we're 6 in Broward, most of 6. You can recalculate that with your manager. So what do you want to make sure you have a sheet with before you do this? All the prices and the managers. Maybe can we get one of the managers on that? Okay. First of all, I appreciate an attentive crowd. Was it helpful today? Yeah. Yes. Can we round of applause for attention? This is for Mike. How many of you raise your hand? You felt you got value from this session right now? High value. Raise your hand as high as the value you got. Okay. Ready? Ready? I'm not even joking. If you've been to SC2, raise your hand. Yeah, this is one of the talks at SC2. They're all like this. In fact, I would say they're better than this because the guys and gals teaching do this every day. I'm dinosaur and I haven't done this in a minute. I haven't done this in a hot minute. Okay? It is now 1:30. Reminder, a couple things. We're gonna sit back at 2, so you have a quick break. Grab a snack. Number 2, I really need your help with energy. Can I get your help with energy? Yes? Yeah. So we come in, the music's gonna be jumping a lot more. I want you guys to be high-fiving. I really need your energy when we sign people up for the conference. So I want the dramatic, ready when I say, and it's when I pretend I'm doing the closing. I'll say, Cutco's the best, so we only compare to the best. I want the sympathetic chuckle. Okay? And Mrs. Jones, that's not 3,000. Oh, okay? It's only 269. Okay, you guys got that. Okay, let's get back at 2 o'clock. Your managers want to meet with you. Come on back.